Well, hello, hello, hello. Can't get rid of me for long.
She's back.
I'm back.
Evening all. Are you feeling better, my dear?
Yes. Do you know the doctor told me?
No, what did the doctor tell you?
She prescribed a holiday.
Oh, well, I went to the doctor and
You told us the other day.
I went to the doctor and I said, Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. And he said, pull yourself together, man.
Ha ha.
That wasn't my joke either. That was just timing. It just seemed appropriate.
Yes.
Actually, I did go to the doctor because I got a carrot in one ear and I got a parsnip in another and I got a broccoli up my nose. And I went to the doctor. I said, "What's the problem?" He says, "You're not eating properly."
You told that the other day and nobody laughed. That should have taught you a lesson because I don't find it. What's funny about that?
Oh, okay. So I thought it was funny.
You made it up.
No. Well, I did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
He tries to make up his own jokes because I'm getting bored with the Christmas cracker ones.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you looking at yourself like that for?
No, looking at you with a cow behind your head. Look, you've got ears. You've now gone. You need to come in a bit. You're off the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Keep your head like
I'll
that.
just keep my head like that. I'll
Don't
talk,
move.
I'll talk in cow language.
Don't move and don't say anything.
Don't move. You didn't even get that.
Of course I got it. Right.
You didn't when you said it.
I got the other one though.
Ha!
I don't know. You keep milking these jokes.
Enough. We're wasting time here. We've gone on for nearly 2 minutes just talking crap.
Why do cows have bells? Because the horns don't work.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right.
Right.
Right. Seriously. We were going to talk a little bit about service accommodation.
Do people know what service accommodation is?
What is service accommodation? Briefly.
Well, I suppose most people would class it as a Airbnb property, but it's not really, is it?
I think Airbnb describes it in a way most people understand.
It's a bit like, do you know what it is? It's a bit like calling a vacuum cleaner a Hoover.
Yes.
Serviced accommodation is short-term holiday lets or short-term lets, not necessarily for holidays. And in fact, the properties we have are very rarely for holidaying.
Yeah, we've got some in Chester, which obviously Chester's a lovely city. If you've never been, visit Chester sometime. It's a fantastic city.
Let us know. We might be able to fit you into one of our properties.
So we've actually got 4 properties knocking around Chester area. Well, one at Ellesmere Port and then 3 around Chester. And so they do get some leisure, but actually a lot of them are booked out a month at a time or even longer because there are people working in the area. And actually we have a house in Northwich, which actually has been bumping along. We were actually contemplating drawing a line in the sand with it. But then actually we've got a 12-month booking into it. So
it'll be that'll be like somebody that's contracted to work in the area by the company they work for. Obviously, they could stay in a hotel, but why not stay in a house where you can do your own cooking and everything? And often then, if there's more than one of them, it actually works out cheaper than a hotel room for them. So yeah, that's a lot of what we do in our properties, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's sort of from the guest perspective, but so we don't own these properties. We do own one, but in a company.
Trying to keep my head in the ears.
Yes.
So I can hear you.
So what we do is owners of landlords who own these houses a bit fed up with the traditional way of letting them. Maybe they've had a problem with some tenants or just complications. They just want an easier life. Yeah,
and also often, not saying all, but quite often tenants don't really look after properties well, do they?
Yeah, whereas it's in our interest to look after it because we're presenting them equivalent to hotels.
Yeah, exactly. You know, our properties are cleaned at least once a week, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously to keeping the decor up to date.
Maintenance, we're on top of the maintenance all the time. So we call it show home condition.
Show home condition. But it's not all a bed of roses.
No, it's not. What would you say our biggest challenge is in this business?
I don't know. That's what you've put me on the spot. Then have you got something which is your biggest
Well,
challenge?
I would say the biggest challenge is cash flow.
Yeah,
Because you're paying out to set these properties up, to furnish them, and everything. You're talking, and then you have to allow for them to sort of get going a bit. So you have to allow for a few months' rent. So you're really talking minimum 10k, aren't you?
yeah, 10 to 15,
Depending on what the rent is and that, and how you got them. We used to source them from a sourcer. But not so much in the last few, because we have people coming to us now because we've got more experience, I suppose. So the last few people have come to us. But no, it's not always plain sailing, is it?
No.
You know, people's circumstances can change too, can't they?
Of course it can. It's not passive income. It's not like you know, we do have managers, but even so, there's always something to sort out. You know, and obviously we have to keep on top of bills and such like. So yeah, but like I say, it doesn't always work out. So actually, we have given one house back. Primarily because of a change in circumstances of the owner. They wanted it back, and you know, we didn't, whilst contractually we could have insisted on keeping it. Yeah, this is not about taking advantage of people, is it? This is about working with people. We're not tenants as such. We're in business partners with the landlord, and for partnerships to work, it's got to work for both parties.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working for them because of the change in their circumstances. So it just seemed the right thing to make sure that they could move back into their own house.
Yeah.
Well, look, we've prattled on for nearly 7 minutes.
I know, these seem to be getting longer and longer, and you didn't even introduce it at the beginning.
No, I didn't. No, so I'll introduce it now.
Well, are we on day 7?
I think it's day 7.
Oh, we've been doing this for a week.
So this is the day 7 of the unconventional lives of Dan and Anne. And so we'll see you for day 8 tomorrow. And, you know, maybe Anne will have sprouted some horns.
Moo!
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye.